With the 101st overall pick, the Columbus Blue Jackets have selected Guillaume Richard from Tri-City of the United States Hockey League. Next up for selection are the Detroit Red Wings.
Nice hug there. You see Guillaume Richard, pick 101.
Right on cue. He is a 6'2", 170-pound, and that's a frame that you can build on. But he's a 6'2". Guess what position he plays? He's a defenseman.
He did not look 172 pounds to me. I mean, he looked like a solid kid.
Well, he's going to. I'm sure he's going to be putting
6'2".
as his 4 and 5 meals that he's going to be eating. He's got a lanky frame. Yeah, he moves extremely well. Good speed. He only had 2 goals in 46 games with Tri-City in the USHL. He's off to Providence College to hone his skills, but his skating and his defensive ability are what everybody really likes about Guillaume Richard. And there is, at that frame, at 170 pounds, you got lots of room to grow. He can do that in Providence. So, again, a lanky defenseman who can skate. Tremendous edge work, very mobile. And it's not, everybody says skate, it's not about speed. On defense, you need the lateral mobility. He's got that. So, again, a project of a pick. And, you know, again, a name that we may see. And the Richard name is pretty good in the National Hockey over the years.
LG just said in my ear, great first pass. You've taught us all over the course of our time here how critical that first pass is, what an important weapon.
Well, the first pass gets you out of your zone. If you can have a first pass player, and if you can have 2 guys in your team that make about 95% of those passes, you can go from behind your goal line to the other team's blue line and push the pace of the offense. And it's not about making the pass in the back door, that threading the needle. It's about putting the puck on a guy's tape to get out of your zone, because when you get out of your zone, you're out of trouble. And for defensemen, if you can skate, you got the lateral mobility, and you have the first pass ability, you are so far ahead of everybody else, because that's what teams want to do. I want to get out of my zone. If you have a pass, and it's amazing, you watch the NHL, I say, if you're watching the NHL, a team that can go tape to tape to tape, three tape to tape passes, like tape to tape, not stick to tape, because players in the NHL, they'll take a pass off their head and it'll land on their tape. They're that good. It has to go tape to tape to tape, 3 passes from zone to zone. You watch, next time you're watching games, teams don't do it that often. And it has to be in the same, like, moving forward. It's not tape to tape, oh, I'll throw it back here, I'll throw it to a zone. No, it's a direct tape to tape. And when you see teams doing that, those
it's not just skill, though, Reader. I mean, it's doing it under duress.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. But for defensemen, it's they get a lot more duress on the forechecks.
Right.
But it's so important for defensemen to have that first pass ability. And it's not overlooked by scouts.
Can make a career out of it. Let's put it that way.
Absolutely. Yeah, get the puck out to that forward on the fly, or that low pass in the middle of the ice, the puck's out of the zone.
Think Brett Hedican. That was a guy that was just really good under duress, getting the puck out of his zone.
He played a long time.
Christy Yamaguchi, his wife. I never watched Dancing with the Stars, but she won the Crystal Ball trophy. I voted for her. I never watched the show.
Didn't you feel like it was cheating? She was a professionally choreographed person. I always tease her when I see her about
Olympic gold medalist. What a figure skater. So proud. Please continue.
Guillaume Richard played more of a sidecar role on the back end for Canada at the under-18. So this is what you're talking about, guys. Yeah. You don't get as noticed as much. You're not putting up the big points. But a little bit different. He's born in Quebec City. He goes to play in the USHL. We talked about Evan Noss before. Noss was a guy who was playing in the USHL and went to the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League. Richard's rights are owned by the not to report there at a player born in Quebec City to go play in the USHL, to play the college road. It's not typical for that to happen. It tends to be that player would report to the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League, so I give him a lot of credit. I also give Hockey Canada a lot of credit for identifying him there in the USHL and not closing their door because he's not a CHL player, to give him the opportunity to play in the under-18s, and a very effective player there in as quiet a role as you could possibly have.
Hockey Canada knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
Year in, year out. That's my takeaway. They are
Record this.
impressive.
Record this.
Yeah.